Hey everybody, it is your girl here, Genuinely Divine, coming at you today with a segment on Lilith in Leo. Lilith in Leo. First of all, Leo is the ruler of the fifth house. The fifth house is all pleasures, basically. Everything that makes us feel good is the fun house, the house of pleasures. It is also our children, our dating house. It is just the house of fun. You know, it's naturally ruled by the sun. Leo is ruled by the sun, and Leo rules the fifth house. So this is a very sunshiny house full of energy and vitality. Lilith is our darker side of ourselves. It's the shallow side of ourselves. It is also our sexuality, how we explore and how we demonstrate our sexuality is all found in our Lilith placement. So when you take Lilith and you put Lilith in the fifth house or in the sign of Leo, what you're going to get is a person who are going to, you know, carry the traits of a Leo person, of course, like a sun Leo in a sense, but in a darker way, where Lilith and Leo's people, they are going to crave attention. So a lot of times Lilith and Leo, when they were younger, they could have gotten a lot of attention from their parents or one of their parents. Somebody in the family made Lilith and Leo feel extremely special, like they could be the best singer or they could be the best drawer or something, whatever their creativity was, best dancer. They were acknowledged for it in their home as a child. Or it could have been repressed, or nobody really paid attention to their creativity. But a lot of Lilith and Leos that I know, they were actually praised for their creativity as a young person. But when they got to when they became adults, they were looking for that same energy naturally, but it didn't happen. And no matter how much they performed or whatever they did, it just did not happen the way that it did in their childhood, where they were praised and acknowledged and everybody thought that they were the best. They realized that in real life, when you become an adult, there's competition. This is not your family. This is the real world. So a lot of Lilith and Leos have been shamed when it came to their creativity. Like maybe they thought they were really good singers because when they were young, their parents would bring them out for the entertainment. But as they got older and they were put on stage to sing or to perform, they were really, really nervous because, you know, people have told them, no, you're not very good. You know, you're okay, but you're not very good. You know, I'm not saying that Lilith and Leos are not creative, because they are creative. What I'm trying to build here is that somehow or some way, Lilith and Leo, as they came into the real world, they were shamed somehow with their creativity. You know, like a dark cloud came over their sunshine, you know, where they felt so confident about their abilities to perform. Someone shut them down and made them feel bad. They could have even been laughed at by other kids during school years, or, you know, just laughed at or picked on in somehow, you know, in some way or another. And they felt like I'm not good enough, you know, I'm not as talented as I thought I was, I'm not as creative. So they begin to bury their creativity. And as they get older, they kind of like, you know, it all comes back to the surface, and Lilith and Leos are really ready to, you know, explore that creativity again, and they're ready to put themselves out there on the forefront. You know, another thing about Lilith and Leo is their sexuality and how they deal with relationships, because really and truly Lilith is really about that part of ourselves, but of course it does hit other areas of ourselves as well. But Lilith and Leo can be very sexual. They can explore that side of themselves very, very, very much. you know, they can have a lot of flings, or they can change a lot of partners, because this is fire energy we're talking about. So a lot of times they can be a little bit impulsive and just really want to get the feel of enjoyment from their partners. And sometimes one person is not going to fulfill that need specifically for Lilith and Leo. Now, they're not saying that all Lilith and Leos are going to, you know, exude this type of behavior, but a lot of Lilith and Leos are the type of people that love to have fun, you know. And having Lilith in the 5th house, or Lilith and Leo, this is the house of fun. So there's going to be, you know, this darkness or this shallowness that's going to come in there. Now, although Lilith and Leo may they may desire a long-term relationship, a lot of times they don't always find that long-term relationship, because again, they've changed so many partners, or possibly been heartbroken too many times, or they've broken so many hearts. You know, it could go either way depending on how it's aspected in your chart. So Lilith and Leo searching for a long-term relationship, it may seem like it's just so hard to find for them, but nonetheless, this is something that Lilith and Leo desire. But if people on the outside looking in, they would think that Lilith and Leo, all they want to do is have fun, have sex and have fun. That's it. They want to just change partners, go from person to person, whatever the case may be. That's all they want, is to enjoy life and to get all the attention that they can possibly get. But that's not true. They want something greater. They want something stronger, something more solid in their life. They do want that. But it just seems to be such a challenge for them. Now, if I could be of any advice, of course, everything that I'm talking about when it comes to Lilith and Leo, you don't have to exude this energy. You don't have to, you know, embody any of this energy. This is just the energy of Lilith and Leo, and or Lilith in the 5th house, right? So with this type of energy, this is the type of energy that, you know, carries in your chart. But it doesn't mean that you have to really be a part of this energy. You don't have to deal with this energy in this realm of reality, right? So if you find yourself resonating with any of the energies that I'm speaking about, what this video is to do is to help you to heal from these energies, because you have the power to stop it. No one can make you sleep with anyone but you. You know, that is your decision to sleep with whomever, right? So you have the power to stop it. If you're looking for a long-term relationship and that's what you want, then you have the power to manifest that into your life. But if you're continuously sleeping with this person, that person, and constantly exchanging partners for another partner, then of course that's the energy that you have created for yourself. And that's the energy that is going to reciprocate back to you. That's going to be reciprocated back to you. So you have to pay attention to your actions. So this is all about healing. Another thing about Lilith and Leo is their children. Their children can be a factor in their life, or they can either, you know, have a child that they've rejected, or a child that has rejected them. Or maybe it wasn't rejection. Maybe the way the world sees it is rejection. They could have had a child that lives with a grandparent, or was raised by a grandparent, or someone in the family, and people will look at that as, oh, that's, you know, a form of rejection. You didn't want your kid, you gave your kid away. But in all actuality, it was the best thing for Lilith and Leo to do at that time, and it turned out to be the best thing for the kid. But somehow the kid can actually have some type of rejection towards their Lilith and Leo mother or father, you know? So there's some type of rejection there. There's some type of darkness there, you know? Whatever the case may be. Lilith and Leo could be a mother who rejects her child in a way like, wow, I can't live my life because you're always here, you know? I do wish that I'd be so happy when you grow up so I can really live my life. I can really live out Lilith the way that I want to live out Lilith. Maybe I want to bring home a different partner every single day, or at least sometimes, but because I have children in my home, it restricts me from doing that. So a lot of times Lilith and Leo type natives can have that type of, you know, restriction on their life, or that type of resentment towards their children. Nonetheless though, Lilith and Leo type people, they think very highly of themselves. You know, think about it, they are, you know, Leo is ruled by the sun, so they have this regal type outlook on themselves. You know, some people will call it narcissistic, but nonetheless they do love themselves. They love themselves very much, and they think super highly of themselves. And you know, even in the midst of people not really accepting them for who they are, as they get older, they really begin to accept themselves, and they know who they are in a sense, and they don't allow anyone to you know, rain on their sunshine, you know. So they don't allow anyone to put a dark cloud over their sunshine when it comes to themselves, and they do not deny themselves of the pleasures that they want to have, and especially bad pleasures. It doesn't matter if they're married or not married, they will seek whatever it is that they're looking for in terms of that pleasure. And that's just how it is, because that's where that dark, shallow energy comes in and try to destroy Lilith and Leo. But if I can be of any advice, Lilith and Leo, please listen to me. You're in charge of your own energy. No one can control you in any aspect of the word. They cannot control you to be something that you don't want to be. If you want something out of life, you know, anything worth having is worth working for. So if you want to build a long-term relationship, build it. It's up to you. Nobody's stopping you but you. You know, you have to really, you know, get in touch with your feminine energy, because Leo is a masculine energy, and because this masculine energy for females, once it comes in, it could take away from that happy ever after type life that you're looking for so desperately. Also, you know, another thing is, just don't resent your children. When your children become of age to move out, just encourage them to move out, to move forward with their lives, so that you can move forward with yours. But you know, it's a give and take in every situation, every relationship, and that's also with your children, you know. Another thing is attention. Don't worry so much about attention. Do what you know that you know how to do best, and then the sun will always shine on you. The sun will always shine. And because Leo is ruled by the sun, you will always shine. No matter what you're doing or not doing, you will always shine. You can walk into a room and people will know that you are the sun, because that's the energy that you carry. So don't worry so much about other people, you know, really giving you praise or anything. Just know, even if they're not speaking it, they feel it in their heart. Okay, and with that being said, you guys, that's my take on Lilith and Leo. Until the next time, I wish you so much love, peace, and so many wonderful blessings. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They've been looking at us. Why do I need to be good all the time? I'm wrapped around his finger, but he is mine. Don't care what they say, too late.